The case involving Kelly Smith, her boyfriend Jacqueline Apollos and two others has been postponed until the 21st of October. The group faces charges of kidnapping and human trafficking, all related to the disappearance of 6-year-old JOSHLIN Smith. During their previous court appearance, the state indicated that it would be submitting an indictment and a summary of facts to court, and the 4 accused legal representatives as well. Newsroom Africa's Nasipi Same joins us now live for more. Nasipi, good morning. Another quick appearance in court. Just tell us how things unfolded. There were expectations that the matter by now would be referred to the Western Cape High Court.
A turn of events, Iman, for this particular matter of missing JOSHLIN Smith. 7 months following her disappearance, police are still investigating. And today, as you put it, we were anticipating that the matter would be transferred to the High Court. An indictment would have been submitted to the Vredenburg Magistrate Court, including the representative of the 4 accused and of those, her mother, Kelly Smith, her boyfriend, Jacqueline Apollos, and 2 others stand accused of kidnapping, including human trafficking for the purpose of exploitation. And as you put it, the matter has been postponed to the 21st of October. But to talk to us further as to why we are not seeing the matter being transferred to the High Court, I'm now joined by the NPA spokesperson, Eric Ndabazalila. If you could take us through today's proceedings and reasons why this matter will not be transferred to the High Court, please.
Yes, we had a very brief appearance. Between the last appearance and today, there's new evidence that has come to light, and we are obligated to follow that evidence. And that investigation is taking place as we speak, and it is at a sensitive stage, and we can't be speaking about it. So we've asked the court to postpone it so that the police can continue with that investigation. So we'll be coming back on the 21st of October, and it's marked final. So, and we hope that by that time, when we come back, there'll be something that has come out of this investigation, and we'll be able to plot our way forward, whether we transfer the matter or not. But we can only transfer the matter when all the investigation has been finalized.
On that note, we're obviously seeing a number of community members. This case has sparked interest, not only in this community, but outside of Saldanha Bay and Vredenburg. Many are asking, is it possible to bring the High Court closer for not only the family to attend, but those that have been part of the search too?
Yeah, yes, it's true that the people of Saldanha and even outside Saldanha have been coming to the court since the first appearances. We've seen second communities. Has happened. In fact, it's happening even now. There are some second courts going to different, sitting in different courts, not in Cape Town only. But that decision is not a decision that we can take as NPA. It is the Justice Department that can decide. The acting judge president will be the one who makes the call whether it will be staged here or it will go back to Cape Town. But it will make sense to have it here, as the community has shown interest in this case. But it will also be a question of whether you've got enough space to accommodate everyone in this court.
You're highlighting, Eric, that there is new evidence that has now presented itself that needs further investigation. Previously, attending court, you had indicated that cell phone records have also been submitted to the court as part of evidence. As much as the investigations are continuing, is the search for the 6-year-old also continuing by the investigating team?
The investigation team is telling us that they've not stopped. I think he just told me now, as late as the 30th of August, they were here doing the search again after receiving more information pointing to a certain direction. So they've never stopped with the investigation. They've pulled all their resources to be here and day and night when there is a need. And we are still appealing to members of the community that if there is any evidence that they have, but please, it must be genuine information. Then they can contact the investigating officers, the police, to say, this is what we know. Because I think the number one priority or prize for everyone is to find the child alive. Not to prosecute the case, but to find the child alive.
The charges that the four are currently facing is human trafficking with the purpose for exploitation, including kidnapping. What motivated those two charges if we're yet to still find JOSHLIN?
It is the evidence that we have at our disposal, of which we can't get into detail because it still needs to be ventilated in court. The evidence that we have at our disposal points us in that direction, that the child was trafficked for purposes of making money out of her, as well as kidnapping.
Again, I'm asking this question, is the NPA able to take this matter to trial and even prosecute without having found JOSHLIN Smith?
Yes, we can. We can, based on the evidence we have on these two charges. We can prosecute them on these two charges, but not any other charge, because as we don't have the child at the stage.
Is there a likelihood that we'll possibly see more accused being added to the list?
At this stage, we have these four. Like I said, the investigation is still ongoing. Anything is possible, depending on what comes out of that investigation.
We'll have to leave it there. Eric Dabazalila there, adding that the matter has been postponed to the 21st of October to allow the state and investigators to look at this new evidence that has emerged. And currently, as we are showing you there, that community members are still gathering outside. As we mentioned, that this particular case of the missing child has garnered quite the support when it comes to the residents of Saldanha Bay, some of them having searched from day one following JOSHLIN Smith being reported missing on the 19th of February this year outside her home in Middle Port. Until this day, police are yet to find her. However, we do know that investigations are currently still underway, looking at all the possibilities, and NPA now saying that they are still urging those residents far and wide to come forward with any information that could lead to locating the missing 6-year-old. And a couple of months ago, when the Provincial Commissioner of the SAPS attended the court proceedings here in Vredenburg, they did indicate that there was a time where police partnered up with an international organization where they casted the net outside the borders of South Africa, searching a vessel that was docked, or rather that departed the bay of Saldanha Bay all the way to Europe, and had docked in a vicinity in Europe, searched that particular vessel for about 2 days. However, we do understand that they did not receive much from there in terms of evidence. However, as it stands now, investigations continues. The four accused, one of them being the mother of the 6-year-old Kelly Smith, will be back at the Vredenburg Magistrate Court, and hopefully then the state would have concluded its case or investigations into this matter to then submit that indictment to move the matter to the High Court for trial.
Nasipi Same, thank you for that. More than 200 days. I guess, there are questions about real progress in the case in terms of information as to the whereabouts of JOSHLIN Smith. But as you've just heard, new evidence has been procured, and investigations now at a sensitive stage in the matter involving the disappearance of JOSHLIN Smith. Our reporter there, Nasipi Same.